Welcome to my bar, aka the Fun Zone, aka the Toy Room. I'd like to take you on a tour, show you all of my awesome figures, and of course there's my Walmart Miss Pac-Man game. So here's the big IKEA cubby shelf that houses all of my motu action figures. So on the bottom shelf, I've got some core good guys and bad guys in package, some of the new little minis. There's a Mexican Tila back there. Then I've got sort of an Orko, Cringer, Atom themed cubby, storage cubby for extra parts and spare weapons. The last cubby has got Wind Raider and Netflix characters. This cubby's a little random with Green Goddess and Frosta. Hopefully there's some more Princess of Powers to come. This is core good guys from later waves, and I also threw in a Spikor in there. This is an action diorama mostly featuring Evelyn torturing He-Man, very 87 movie scene, including the Dolph head from Ramen Toys. I really love that they made that head. Here's a Snake Men attacking Snake Armor, He-Man themed cubby with Lady Slither. This cubby's got some Masterverse, but it's also got my 2000X figures, which are considered vintage by today's standards. That was over 25 years ago. Then I've got some WWE crossovers that I use some of their parts to make some customs. Here is a combination of customs, WWE, 2000X, and the Target 80s retro reissue with the Power Punch action. I've got more 2000X figures and Masterverse mixed together, a WWE wrestling ring, and back there is my 2000X She-Ra from a Comic-Con convention many years ago. Then on this shelf, I've got sort of parallel universe of people, comic book series, mini comic series, sketchbook series. Then I've got the big standoff from the 87 movie, Dolph versus Frank Langella's He-Man and Skeletor. Here's another action diorama centerpiece with just basically all the factions battling against each other. He-Man, Keldor, Hordak, good guys versus more bad guys. Then this cubby just has like random He-Mans. When I get the laser action Skeletor, hopefully he'll go in there also. And some more customs that I use from the WWE parts, a Hollywood He-Man. Then this shelf, I've got the new movie figures, and I'm going to have to start to make more space for the new movie figures that are coming out. Here's some essential good guys. Here's the essential standoff of good versus evil, defending the sorceress and the powers of Grayskull from Skeletor. Here's some essential bad guys, and then here's essential He-Mans with the new standoff. Who will be the ultimate He-Man, Dolph versus Nicholas? Only time will tell. And so then on the top shelf, I've got basically things that are too big or tall to fit anywhere else, pieces to the Eternia, the Grayskull Tower, and the 2000X Grayskull. And then I've got my favorite things on top here, the Super 7 Grayskull Hero reissue. There was a John Cena up in the Castle Grayskull. Here's my vintage 80s Fright Zone, which takes me all the way back to my childhood. And then I've got some other collector pieces, the Atom He-Man Skeletor box set, which is the original Origins from like 5 or 6 years ago. And then there is the beauty. So round 2 is the guest room, where everyone can be amused or traumatized by the action going on here. So I'm going to recreate the scene from the movie of the siege, the attack on Eternia. I like to use the central tower from Eternia as my Eternos Palace. I've got the diabolical snake men here trying to cross the bridge, Frogmonger helping the good guys fend off the snake invasion. I've got all kinds of factions from sea, from land, from air. Some are friends, some are foes. Firing cannons, different versions of the royal family are in there. Orko's uncle, and we've got Mossman and Wundar, all kinds of fun action living in Eternia. And back there inside the castle is the He-Man with the weird movie head that didn't really look like Dolph or anyone. Here's Attack from the Fright Fighter. And once we get a Skull Knight figure, I'm going to pop him right in there. There is my vintage 80s poster. Again, taking me back to my childhood. I've had that for many, many years. So then underneath in this IKEA cubby, I've got just some more WWEs. I love that line. I thought it was so much fun. And it really is kind of where it all started. Those were coming out right before the Origins did. And it was great to have that original form, that original silhouette of the He-Man bodies. And then on this wall, I've got some posters. I'm not sure when this was from, mid-century at some point. And it's not exactly He-Man, but it's very He-Man themed, so I put it in the room. And then next to it, I've got a French version of the 87 movie poster. And then over here, I've got sort of a He-Man, Skeletor, John Cena, Faker shrine. I think that John Cena goes very well in the world of Motu. And so does Ken. There's Ken. He's not an action figure, but he's looking very actiony in that outfit, so I put him in here. Then I've got Battleground, He-Man there from Target, Multibot, Nightmare, Stridor, more WWEs. Here's a Spydor from my childhood, vintage 80s Spydor, and some more WWEs, some more customing. And then here is, what's his name? Shark Tank? Is his name Shark Tank? Wait a minute. What's his name? Oh, Land Shark. Oh, okay. So anyways, so there's Land Shark and some more WWEs. And then here is Dragon Walker from vintage, from my childhood. Okay, so then the last piece to the toy room is the Factions playsets. So we've got Snake Mountain, and I've got these little skeletons I got from Amazon that work well in that diorama. Castle Grayskull, and of course then there's the Fright Zone, and there's nothing more frightening than McDonald's. The He-Man and Skeletor snuck into the Fright Zone to steal the Happy Meals, and the evil horde is not happy about it.
Game over for you, player. Prepare to be minimized. What's happening? I'm getting smaller.
Just another collectible for the shelf.
Prepare for battle! Okay, let's go have some fun. They're too strong! Right at home with the classics.
All right, thanks for joining me. Till next time.